Today we are working on fencing the buck area. The buck area is going to be connected to our barn, but the bucks are going to walk into the barn and be separated from our goats, our girl goats, and then our ewes. So believe it or not, a buck can breed with a ewe and it makes a geep and they never live. So we don't want that to happen. So we're going to make sure that the buck area stays super separated away from my milk goats, because I've heard rumors that their smell can actually permeate into our milk, and we don't want that to happen. So here is our little barn, and then here is our big barn. And so this little barn is the chicken coop right here. And then this is a stall that we're not using, so we thought, why not? So we're gonna use this stall and separate it by the T-post. And then connect the post to a pasture back here that's completely separated from everybody.
Look, the lambs are eating lamb's ear.
Are they? There's lamb's ear over there?
I think there's a little bit, yeah.
Oh, I need to grab some of that.
Okay, so
go.
You got to do it like this, though, right? So I don't know if you guys know what T-posts are. So obviously, let's go ahead and go back to the basics, right? This is a T-post. The reason why it's T-post, because guess what?
It makes a T.
Right? So that's why they call it an I-beam in construction, because it actually has another piece of metal that makes it an I. Very simple, right? Engineering is always easy. And so what you got to do is you got a spade side, and that's the side that actually goes down in the ground. And then you have to have something like this, which honestly they love making you spend at least 20, 30 bucks on these things. But they are a godsend when it comes to driving T-posts, because the old school way was hold the T-post and hit it with a sledgehammer. And that was almost impossible, right? Whereas this one makes it incredibly much easier, but you have to make sure that you sing the right song while you're doing it. So you hold your foot on the spade, keep it straight, and then you gotta keep the handle slightly towards you, and you gotta sing the song. I've been working on the railroad, all the years long day. Woohoo! I've been working on the railroad, go until the spade is okay. And that's how you drive it. That's it right there.
Hey, weren't you wearing that shirt yesterday?
Nope, it's a brand new shirt.
We actually have to change.
I love this shirt so much, I'll wear it every day.
I hate it because we have to change shirts every day for our YouTube followers.
But we don't have to take a shower. Okay. Move it right here and then put that one in the middle. Okay, fine.
So you forgot that the locust post actually counts as a post, huh?
Happens. But
have you had your coffee today?
Yes. And there is another wonderful
So
thing.
Actually, this is how you remove a T-post if you've screwed up.
No, it's not. That's this is the aggressive gorilla way. There is actually a much more nice way to do it, and it's a T-post puller, and all you have to do, T-post is in the ground, it just comes over here, and it has a mechanism that literally provides enough torque to just pull it up out of the ground.
Oh man.
Pretty awesome. That'll be next on the Christmas.
That's for lazy people. So our T-post and wired fencing, the best way to fence in bucks and goats?
All right, so the measure of is it a good fence or not is does it actually work? And you will find this out very quickly once you finally put a live animal in it on exactly how well it works. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to deem this, we're going to dub this fencing phase 1. This is better than nothing, of course. And instead of just, you get different phases of fencing. You got willpower, which is I hope and will that they just won't leave where I want them to. And folks, that never works. Then phase 1 is where we're at now, where we've gone through a bunch of different junk phases that they've proven us wrong 1,000 times. And it's sort of like I guess inventing the light bulb. And so now we have broken 2,000 light bulbs to finally figure out that this is a good phase 1. And what I mean by that is T-posts face the right way with fencing that will hold and allow them to jump up on it and not push it. Like if I'm a goat and I can sort of push this, it's okay. So I decided to go ahead and do it on the outside of the T-post in order to see if they're going to jump up, which I hopefully would imagine that they won't, but it won't make much of a difference if on the inside of a T-post that I do. Phase 2 is locust.
Well, let me just say phase 1 better work because I don't want any geeps.
Fair enough. phase 2 is locust, which these aren't going anywhere. And I don't care how well you tighten them, they're still gonna get loose over time. But even this, they won't even actually make the attempt because guess what's right there?
And we're gonna install a electric wire on the top of the fencing over here.
Let me touch it with my teeth. Finished product. Well, I'm gonna put a fence right here, if you can imagine, right? And then it's gonna go down like this. Stall for the goats is in there. And it's gonna come down this way. Boom, boom, boom. I gotta get a couple more pieces of this stuff called cattle panel. That's why it's over like this. But that is it. It is all attached. All I gotta do is add a wire and cut that, and we are, as they say, golden. But another project complete. So he's about to get back to work, but this is my good buddy Jerry. Jerry is the proprietor of Falling Rock Ranch here in Western North Carolina, and you know what's pretty amazing is that actually how I got to know Jerry is Jerry has squared away all of the beauty that you actually see on this property. If there is a T-post driven, locust post driven piece of fence hung, likely it has this man's name on it. Matter of fact, take a look at those rock walls right there. Is that not giving you back pain thinking about it already?
There's some back pain in there.
So all of these little features, this was actually this man right here. So today he has come through again, as if I haven't asked enough favors from him already, but he's coming through again with this auger that I was thinking about going old school and doing this post hole digger, right? So like it's like, if you know what a post hole digger is, it's 2 shovels that you push it down into the ground as hard as you can, and then you actually will pull them apart. It kind of digs up literally handfuls of dirt, not a ton at all. And then you actually have to use about 20-25 minutes probably. Here in North Carolina though, where within 5 inches you're hitting major rocks.
Yes,
Probably takes 35.
Rocks.
Yeah, and by the way, there's T-posts all over that mountain right there. And he was the one responsible for driving those T-posts to create the perimeter too. So if anybody knows about fencing, it's this guy. But anyway, so he brought this over and he's gonna give a quick demonstration on exactly how amazing it is for gasoline and power. So.
Yes, it is. Definitely better than manual labor.
He's Tim the Toolman Taylor. And see that right there, that hole right there, first of all, it wouldn't look as pretty, and then secondly, it would take at least that. So I'm not nearly as pretty, but here goes my attempt. Hopefully I won't hurt myself and get it on camera.
Farm fresh eggs in 5 minutes.
5 minutes? How do you do that?
Well, you have to have an Instant Pot, and you need to put your steamer basket, I don't know what that thing's called, 1 cup of water and a dozen eggs, and then you put the lid on. Make sure that it's sealed.
And that's where the magic happens.
Make sure it's sealed, and then you just hit, where is it, steam. Make sure you go to 5 minutes. If you have cold eggs, go up 1 more minute. And what it does is it steams the eggs, and it creates the easiest eggs to peel.
Like honestly, this really is a game changer. You know,
If you don't have an Instant Pot, you need one.
They are
my
the
best
bomb.
friend.
She loves her Instant Pot at times more than she loves me. It's magic time.
So the Instant Pot just beeped, and you know that you can either quick release it or let it naturally release. I'm going to quick release it.
This is awesome. It's Old Faithful. What I love doing is this. I don't know why.
Well, yeah, if you kind of play with it a little bit.
It makes me like remember my days as a DJ. It makes me wiki.
So it takes a couple minutes to quick release. Oi. None of them should really crack. Okay, well I got one that cracked, so ignore me. Anyways, take it out.
It's just you two people, get over it.
and put it in a bowl of ice water for about 15 minutes. And then after that, you can peel it. There's nothing like farm fresh eggs that have been perfectly steamed or boiled to perfection. So good.